Hi and welcome to another episode of What the Farq with me, Lord Farquaad. We're doing something a little bit different today. So many of us, let's call us legacy players. Some of us have been around since late 2018, early 2019 and have seen the game evolve so much over that time. And I thought what we'll do, let's go back. Let's go back to the start of where it all began for us. And look to see what different experiences a new player to the game would be now compared to back in December 2018. As you can see from the little screen here, that was the day that I downloaded this game. What we've got is, I got a little advert from back in 2018 that many of us probably saw that really invited us into the game. We'll just have a look at this.
Star Trek Fleet Command, you have the con. Download now.
So, if an advert like that didn't get you to download, I do not know what will. But what we can see from there were two slight errors. Romulus and Kronos are both in the wrong place. But that's semantics, so it's okay. But then we come to what we are now. And these are the types of adverts that we're doing now. So what we're looking to do as part of this series, I'm looking to do is set up a brand new account on a brand new server and to see what our progress can be done in 7 hours. We're going to call this the Back to Where It All Began series. There'll be 7 episodes and we will play for 1 hour each day and to see how far we can progress as a free-to-play in those first 7 hours. So I'm going to be playing this via BlueStacks, BlueStacks 5, well recommended. And I already downloaded the new Star Trek Fleet Command app, but I have not launched it yet. So it's very exciting because we get to do this together for the first time. So let's stick our 1 hour timer on, and we'll see how it goes. Loading, loading, loading. Lots of loading. Oh, there we go. Oh, here comes in. Ooh. It's very exciting, isn't it? That music does really give a bit of a tingle up the back of your neck, doesn't it? If you're a proper Star Trek fan. Let's go. that timed it just right with the download complete as well. That's good timing, that is. Oh, this is different. So when we all first started, we obviously had the Kelvin timeline and the kind of limited scope of what they were able to use. But to new players, that's just the world is your oyster, really. So when we jump in, I'm guessing we go straight into the tutorial, as before. What a surprise! Connection error. There's always a connection error somewhere. I expect we're going to be going in, getting through that tutorial. I recommend either going, if you're new to the game, watching and going through, and we'll do a little bit of a walkthrough. If you're one of our legacy players, skip forward a little bit and we'll go straight into it. Wow, I forgot how long it takes to load sometimes when you're a new player. Oh. And there we are. We are now in the game. Oh, the background music is very loud today. Let's put that there. So originally, I say it was the Kelvin timeline. Now we're hitting in, and we've got next generation. So let's go through this. So it's the same. they're using the same storyline as before, but they're now updated with the characters. So. I can get rid of that. There's the connection. Dacian vessels, cease your bombardment of this colony, or we will force to open fire. So we didn't have the Cardassians, or we can call them Kim and the little crew. Oh, we're in on to our first battle. And we have destroyed our first ship. Very interesting, because normally I'm sure we used to have all of the other the full screen with all the resources and everything from there when we first started. But it looks like they've taken it out to make it a lot cleaner through it. So what I'm actually more interested in is what server am I on? I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? Got how small a realtor is. Wow. So I'm guessing when they're coming in and a new player's coming in, I say we know better and what's happening, but I'm guessing it's all about, say, building up what you're going to be doing, and there's going to be a lot of clicking. We can't deny that at all. But it's hopefully what we'll see is a lot of these guys here and stuff will stick around and hopefully populate their server. See from them. All right. Okay. So do you know what? It's very interesting, because normally I do not play with the music on at all. This is probably the first time in maybe 2 years I've actually played with music playing in the background. Because one, I find it a bit distracting, but two, and it's a bit repetitive. But doing it for the first time, and you've kind of got this, it's a little bit relaxing, a little bit gets a bit exciting. Right. Okay. So now. we now have our resources up the top. So rather than before where we could see it all, it's now gone to, right, okay, it's now they're drip feeding you bits of what's going on. This is going to have to do that first download as well. So from the point of starting that game for the first time and getting in and building your first building and going through that first bit of the tutorial, it's taken up to about 8 minutes so far. So I don't know how much progress we're going to make in this first hour, but we can hold out and see how it goes. So the pastel generators and warehouses and vaults. What a waste of resources later on in the game, but that is life and it is part and parcel of the game, because if you ever do get raided, you still got to generate them somewhere. Proximity sensors are detecting some unknown ships circling the perimeter of the station. Let's go and blow some stuff up. Now, won't let me zoom out yet. Attack! Oh, what it must feel like to be doing this again for the first time. To say, or just in for a new person doing this the first time, I must be thinking, wow, I get to blow stuff up. I'm wondering if I can blow other people up. Well, give it time. You definitely can. I'm upgrading. Oh, check that out. We're going from 1 to 2. Up to 2. Less than 10 minutes. So now, kind of coming through to the end of the tutorial part, and it's nice that they've kind of, right, okay, these are all the parts now. These are all the real big elements that you're going to need to know and you're going to be using daily and that people need to get to know. Let's have a look at some of these players. Wow, this must be really new. Really new. As a server. Because some of these figures here are... Oh. Let's join these guys. Let's have a quick look. Who are these guys then? Have a look. Okay, so I've joined these guys as part of the tutorial. We will move if required. Building. Lots of building. So it'd be great to understand about kind of what you remember from back in the day, from when you first started, and what brought you into the game. As there's many different reasons why people kind of got into this game, and what kind of kept them in the game. So stick those comments down below. While we're here, that's not gonna work. There we go. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you get those notifications for when new videos are being released. We're going to try and up the ante with these. So with this series, say 7 days, 7 hours of gameplay, see how far we're going. It's always interesting to see what you want to go. It's always going to be good to see what you guys want me to do, and we can put something together. Right, are we there yet, or are we still working through? Oh, better follow me. Ripping out of what? Midnight. Ah, Data. Why is Geordie saying Data's his beauty? But there we go. Leave that at that storyline. So we're coming in. I say we're at 15, nearly 15 minutes in. We're still working through what I would call the initial tutorial, which is all about, aha, there we go. Now you're giving me some ability to do things. So to those new players, you've got zoom in, zoom out. My recommendation is to zoom out. You'll see a lot more going on, and it'll just make life a little bit easier. So, quick round robin. Let's see what we start off with in regards to officers when we first start the game. So, next gen Troy, and that is it. Very interesting to see where this goes and the way that the officers come into the game. Because when we first started, obviously we had the Kelvin timeline with the cadets that built up our initial thing, getting Scotty moving around, and then the miners came in, and then we started getting some other factions, and so it'd be interesting to see the kind of for a new player the drip feeding of things. So one thing I recommend, as I say, you are given a standard. Oh, look at that! It's held my name. Look at that. So who are these guys? So who have I joined as an alliance? Let's have a quick look. So like that. Oh, I wonder what already been spending. 25 lat. Oh, it's going to go massively far. So let's have a look at my alliance. Let's have a look at some of the players that are on this server. So the biggest guy in this alliance is a level 12 at 48,000. Let's have a look at the boards for power. Wow. Such little scores. So this guy must be what, 14, 15, 22 already. So now it's time to investigate to see who that's the pack. Yes, that's an alliance that oh well, let's see if I can join those guys. See what these guys are like. Can I join? English speaking, fair play, join, PME. Alright. No. Let's just make sure that first thing you do is when you get onto a new server, you've got to make sure you introduce yourself. Right, so let's have a look. Getting prepared for another work day. The chat hasn't been very, very busy this morning so far. Hopefully now I've kind of put a little bit of oomph into it and I'm away from there. So what we've got now, we now got to take our direction. So we can either, so back in the day, what we used to do, I'd say we kind of followed everything through, and I would like to do the same again. and just kind of ensure that we are clearing off those missions and working through the natural progression that we're getting through. A novice token, that one. Okay. A little bit too fast there. So, what we're saying? Yep. Start. Let's have a look. Let's start working our way through our missions. It's all very exciting, isn't it? Very, very exciting. Able hands make me proud. So that's kind of like we're moving on to the next stage. It's kind of Geordie's done his thing, and now we're over to Mia, who's going to kind of, and this is where it picks up from where we were before, when we first originally started in the storyline from there. So let's have a look at events actually. What events have we got going on at the moment? But as a new person, you don't get any events. Okay, salt me. Now this looks familiar. So really what they've done is that kind of initial next generation section at the beginning, that's the bit that they've changed. Everything else really seems to be the same progression, the same flow as it previously was. So you're going to make sure that, say, when we're playing this game, and playing and talking, it's very difficult. It's very unnatural. But we've got to make sure that we are. There's two different types of routes that you can really take in this game. You can follow the course. Oh, I've got to kill one of those. You can follow the course, and you can kind of play through the missions. And just go very steady, or you can go out and just blast it and not really do the missions and just explore and kind of go very, very fast through. But what that might do is that might bite you in the backside later on. But my suggestion again is always do a bit of exploring if you can between missions to sure we got going on here. Wow, that chat is very quiet. So as this is going to be a 7-part series, you're going to start to get to know me a bit more, and you never know, I might have the kids running in, and I might have the wife shouting at me at some point. So my apologies in advance for those. And hopefully what this is doing is, yes, my voice is a bit boring. Yes, this is, and it may be a bit boring at the moment, but to say gameplay is what we're going to be doing here. It's just about playing it through. Stick it on +2 if you want to go through. Oh, who will you help crew? So recruit Beverly, or recruit Data. So can we see? So we've already got. So the question is, who do we go? Who should we go? Let's go Data. I'm playing this as if I haven't got a clue what is going on. Beat 3 hostiles of level 1 or higher. Wow, look how big those ships are. 143 power. Should we try level 2? Let's Stay at 1, saves the repair bills, doesn't it? I really feel that I may have hit upon a pretty dead server already. Morgan, buongiorno. Okay. That feel sounds so familiar. Wolfman 101. Need to work out what server we're on. I guess we can't find that out really. Well, we can do the patch that will do the sign your new recruit. Go. So who are we running? So we've got increases the weapons damage of the ship. The next one increases the weapon damage of the ship. So what we'll do is we'll put data in the beginning, and we'll put Troy on the left, and see what we do when we get our next recruit. So these are our equivalents of our next gen guys. Are the equivalents of the Kelvin characters. So it's about finding out what that original. Let's just do a quick look. I'm just gonna have a look at my game. Remember. Top of my head, brain is just gone completely to mush. So Cadet Uhura is the scan the enemy negotiations, which we don't have at this moment in time. And Cadet McCoy, none of those. So let's move on. We'll play a little. Okay, so we're blasting through this at quite some good speed here. Moving it up. Ooh, officer XP. What's wrong with that? Choose an office. Improve an officer to level 2 with officer XP. Let's move data. Captain. Officer XP going on there. Remember to level up. Okay. Correct. $127. So it looks like we're on 127. That's interesting. So they've kind of gone back. Let me think. So I'm on European 147. We've got 127. So it's a new one. So they've opened up below. Okay, I'm gonna have to work out where 127 is in the scale, but so we're still working our way through and going on here. Turn this music down a little bit because it's a little bit loud. Now I remember the reason why. What sound effect? Gotta have some music in the background, otherwise you guys are gonna get even more boring than you are, bored than you already are. As we're working our way through, we've got to start hitting, and say for us, like we're half an hour in, and we haven't actually left our first system yet. So very interesting to I thought that we jumped into a 2-star or a level 2 or a level 3 or 4 system kind of quite quickly, but actually it's taken the best part of nearly 30 minutes to get up and going and running from there. You're about to soon to face enemies that are too strong to take down. But to stand a chance against stronger enemies, you will need to upgrade your ship. Back. So we're going to go up to the age-old question: what do you upgrade first on a ship? So many go for the shields or for the defense first. Many go and get the guns done first. So for me personally, it's all about attack. So I go guns first, unless it's a ship with big power to start with, and you need so for instance the Saladin, which has got a nuclear warhead on the top of it, and it's like a paperweight that can get blown up quite easy. So you can either go full on, just go power and maybe go boom, or really start putting some defense in and lowering it up and going from there. So hopefully I've done one. Did it want me to do the whole thing? Tier up to tier 2. Didn't read. Probably I'm not enough. Alright. A surprise. Just enough. And we have tiered up our first ship. Doesn't that beauty look beautiful? Beautiful. Commanders, I'm receiving distress call from Starfleet's nearby system. Okay, so it's half an hour. I think in half an hour, and we are going to. It's taken that long to get us to move to another system, and we're going. Or not. So while we're here, make sure to comment in the section below. It'd be really interesting to understand again about your experiences, how you came into the game. Let us know. You never know, there might be someone who is thinking about playing and just haven't got round to it, and your comment could be that person who brings them into the game, brings a whole element of stress and time. Recruit an officer. Again. Come on, give me a nice pull. Who am I going to get? Who am I going to get? Who am I going to get? Oh, what? Oh, come on. Could have given me a bit more than that. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had Darwin, or have I? There's a couple of cards that I do not have on my Ops 40 account. Station 3. Hostile warehouse. Blast through these quickly. And then we know what we have is we have the age-old tale. Do we go? So when we're doing generators, again, different approaches with generators. You can either go level by level, making sure that your generators and your trick generators and your warehouses and your vaults are all up to date before moving to the next ops level. Or you can do as I remember I did when I first started. I didn't really bother with that, and it actually bit me in the backside a couple of times over the duration. Still haven't learned from that. I'm in the process of doing on the ops 40 volts 40, so I can get to 41, and that's an expensive waste of resources in my opinion, but that's life. Next minutes, see if I can get any helps. We'll see how active this alliance is. While we're waiting. If we can swap alliance to these. Oh look, yeah. Looks of it. Listen. Interesting to see how busy this server is further out into it'd be interesting to see how busy the server is outside of your level 1 level 2 systems, moving into your low 2G crystal spaces. Independence. Blah, blah. My mission. Let's see what. Are we going to go par, or are we going to get the academy up? We'll get the academy because it'll give us a 3 minutes academy. Boom. Root tokens. That one up as well. Oh, probably what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes? 7 minutes. While that's doing that, we will get out here. So this view here, like the battle view, battle bridge, or however they called it. It's I wish we had that from day one, because it opens up so much space on the screen that's covered by everything. On trader, come on. Juju. My friend says, stop, or my mum will shoot. So let's have a think about what resources we can do. Par we can get. Explorer parts that we're going to need for our Realtor is, as I would say, a priority. I think back in the day we thought about this, but you can get this stuff easy enough. It's other parts which are the hard bits. What number? So wow, we're 23 minutes in. No, we're in 23 minutes remaining on our first hour, and we're still in our level 1 system doing the missions. Once we build an academy, I've built the academy, thank you very much. Right, we're going to be travelling anywhere. Let's get back, let's get repaired. Or we go to the Federation outpost. Beep beep. Where are we going then? Come on then. Travel to the Federation outpost. Wow, we're coming out and we are 40 minutes in. And we are going to get to go to our level 2 system. Very exciting, isn't it? Ah, my academy's ready. Ah, just been attacked on my main account. Never mind. Serves me right for being OPC. Go and make sure we are constantly building. If we are not constantly building, we are going to start lagging behind. Let's get this building done. Actually. Ah, we've got our daily goals now. That's what the numbers are. So let's take our par and take our 5 plated. All very useful. All very. Maybe I shouldn't recruit of it. Right. Take. Try and keep it nice and level across the board. Give us a better chance later on. Yeah, how short some of these. Right, we're at level 3. Let's push the button for ops number 4. Find out where we are. A new level system. No one's relocated. No one's relocated up here, but oh, it's a mission. So again, we come to this predicament of how we used to do it before. So is it the go down the route of collecting every single mission you find and then topping out because you're too small, or do you forget about them and just go on your way and do your thing? For me, I'm going to go and do this, say, the strategic way, and we're going to go through, we'll build each building, we'll do every mission that's in front of us, we'll try and make sure that we can achieve it. If not, so then we'll archive it, come back to it. The only ones I'm going to try to avoid is the... Let's go. The only ones I am going to avoid are the mining missions. I hate mining now. I hated mining 2.5 years ago. I hate mining. and the amount that we guys have to mine now, with 4G, 3G, ISO, nanos, clips keys, and the same. Mining is not just mining with a mining ship; it's also grinding as well, and grinding out those tokens that come with them. Oh, yep. Sorry, modulators as well. There's a lot of grinding, and actually, it's quite nice to be here, not having to sit here and grind away. Actually, so quite nice. We're at 17 minutes in. Got ops 4, so we've gone ops 3 to 4 in 45 minutes. Give or take. So we've got to upgrade our Realtor. Tier number 3. What we'll do is we'll do the quick build first, which is the pastel power generators. We'll get those sorted. Number 3. Sure, we keep collecting. That's one thing that some people do, some people don't. Is collecting as they go. At this moment in time, we're not getting into PvP. We're not getting into the realms of. We're not getting into the realms of having to worry about being raided. So we can just plod along and do our thing. So let's have a quick look at the new Realtor. Upgrade. The reason I'm able to do this is because I took the reward earlier on. That's up to 3. You know what? We've got enough. And I'm going to need distance. There. Okay, so what's to carry on working through? We've got what, 14 minutes left on part 1 of this, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to come back for part 2. All very exciting, really. You can see how we go from our first hour of learning the game and how it's different. Destroy 3 hostiles for level 2 or higher, and seeing how there is the difference. Because for me, like, I'm thinking, all I do is on my main account is I'm thinking, right, okay, what do I need to do today? What do I I've done a mission. Still haven't actually for this arc done the TNG missions at all. So, which I still need to do. I still need to finish my faction PvPs. And there's quite a lot that still needs to be finished. And it's just nice to not have to worry about some idiot hitting you for no reason, or just getting into an argument, or just politics of the server and bloody rows and minor packs and all of those, and the beef that you've got. You kind of just start from scratch and just a newbie. Really just relax and decide what course that you want to take on this new server. So for me, I may go completely against the grain and just go and be a complete and utter pirate, be the Lord Farquaad that I am, or I may be the ultra Attack the Orion. So attack. Get back, repair. But yeah, so this is one of those ones where you can just decide which direction you want to take again. My God, there's actually someone in there. Oh, I got an invitation. Invitation, yeah. These are. No offense to you guys, but I am out of here. So we'll just put out that we're going to be looking for an active alliance, and we can try and work this one out and see how to play it. Quick repair. So we're coming actually down to the last 10 minutes. Crazy. 50 minutes goes so fast. Let's get Martian colony. Guys, are they worth investing some time in? So £633. The wolf has got the biggest. Wolf pack has definitely got the biggest. Mars. These guys must be the spender. And kill the guy here. We'll sort out getting ourselves into an alliance to get those alliance helps. As every little ounce. PMs. Servers with why did you send me it? Mars? 100 million one thing. Let's accept these guys. In. Go. So now we are part of the Mars Alliance. Let's see how this goes. If they're a bunch of experienced players, the question is, how experienced are they? As a, where are they? Are they? God, I really hope it's not some of the guys on bolts on my server. Ugh. Oh, what a surprise! Mining. Hate mining. I hate mining. I hate mining, especially because I mine with the realtor as well, and they're so slow. forward here. Got level 4 academy, so we're starting to build up those recruit tokens. So again, we come to one of these same thing. The planet. Let's do the easy. So this definitely gives us again the way that we're going to go with regards to recruit tokens. As you've got to decide, are we going to get the officers drip fed us into the game, and then we can use those recruit tokens later on, further on down the line when we're trying to get the likes of Chen or Tilan to get our grinding crew in place. And but that's the big question. Nice. So what we're going to do? Let's start leveling up our research and getting that go. Not do any more until 5. That's 4. Can I touch anything down here? Okay. So I'm now to that point where we are having to upgrade our ops again. So I've got a feeling we'll probably be ops 5 by the end of this 1 hour. Doing that first big download, things going. Wow. When we first started, we only had combat station. Then Galaxy came along, and then Outlaw, and then Territory, and then away teams. And it's really kind of grown since that initial launch where you cheeky little buggers. Let's use that. Okay. Let's do question is the ship, or are we wanting Dill? Wanting Dill, aren't we? Of course I want Dill. Of course I want my So, let's see. 9 minutes. Got no kills, so I'm probably going to have to grind some ships out. So let's go out into our galaxy view, and we'll see where our missions are. So we've got no missions in the vicinity, but we're going to be moving out to number 4. So let's. Before we finish off, we'd say we've got 4 minutes to go of the first parts and the first hour of the stream. So let's see what we can do. So we'll be up to 5 if we can get another research going, and then we can pick this up tomorrow. Go that way. Okay. Pick up our missions. More mining. There's always a mining mission. Always a mining mission. That's very interesting because originally your random normal missions from the beginning, they weren't recommended ops based. So that's something new that I hadn't noticed before. That definitely there is those different but I need some dill. I need some dill. Get me some dill. Right enough. So what we're going to do is send this ship back. And then we'll go from there. Send it back. Ready for its slumber time. So I may do another hour this evening. Probably not. Probably do another hour tomorrow. And see what we can do with progressing. And see how fast we can progress. If we can get from 5 to 10. I think 8 would be good. So that we open up our away teams. Research and from there, so at level 8, so at least 8 within the next hour or so. Maybe we'll promote an officer before we get to the end. We can finish that off. Promote. Give me some dill. Give me some dill. I need some dill. It's promoting a pencil. Oh, more par. I don't want par. I want dill. Brilliant. Okay, so when I say we're coming towards the end of our first hour in of this 7-hour series on how far we can go from the start, how the game is different to when we first started back in, for me, 2018. I get to meet a load of new people and yeah, just see how the game has evolved and how easy it is for newer players. So look, everyone, thanks very much for joining me on this very special What the Farq Presents. And make sure to like, subscribe and comment in the section below. It'd be great to get your feedback. If there's anything I can improve on or any ideas you'd like me to look at. Keep well. I look forward to seeing you again soon.